What's going on YouTube? It's your boy zx6r. So today this is the official video for the fairing install part 2. So the bike is completely fixed now. I'm just doing a little bit of editing, but hopefully there's enough information to use this as a tutorial for people that buy this version of the bike or this model of the bike as a rebuild and then they don't know how to put the fairings on. So it's just a run through. It's more in depth than I imagined it would have been, but hopefully it works out.
After you get the fairings off, then you focus on your rear cowl. Now, this rear cowl, you can see I already scratched it up, but it is what it is. Use your 10 mil to take the reflector off, and then you use your 15 mil, or it's either 15 or 5 mil, which goes right here, which bolts it in here. And then on top of that, you also need a rivet gun, because you have to take these rivets off. There's 2 on both sides for to hold the brake lines. And once you drill those out, pop the rivets off, put the new rivets in place, and then put it on. But this wheel has to be off in order to get it to prevent scratches like this from happening, because I had to squeeze this in here because these brake line clips would not go between the forks. So once you take the hub off or the axle out and drop the wheel, then you'll be able to just put this through and bolt everything up like normal, and you won't have any issues. So basically, this is your reflector, and it has a standoff or a spacer, if you will, with the black washer on it. Driver's side, same thing. Your 5mm bolts, and then you just put them in. And then you take your 10mm and you just tighten this down the same way. And just do that to both sides, and you have your front cowl on. And then once you get the front cowl on, all you have to worry about now is just reinstalling your brake lines. That's one here, and one here. And then this one, just push into that. Let's bring this clamp up like that, and then your front cowl's on, just like that. Before I forget, this piece right here is a separate piece. So basically, there's a rubber grommet that goes right here. And this is the OEM piece that I had, but the rubber grommet goes here, and it basically slides in here, which holds it to keep the tail light from doing this. So I was lucky that I was able to get it back in order. So once you put it on, there's little notches here on both sides, where these little lips catch in, and they just slide right in place. But center this piece first. Put it through. Once you get it in, then focus on pinching it to push it through, and you have no more wobbling. There are grommets though that you have to replace or take off from your factory ones to put on the aftermarket ones. Like this one right here which is basically what allows the piece that goes here to connect to this one. But like I said, your little points, slide it in. Oh, let me take these grommets out. Slide it in. Put this front plastic one in, pop that in place. Once you pop it in place, you hear the snap. Then you go down here, push that in. And remember, drill these holes out. If you get a custom one like I did, you're gonna have to drill these holes to verify the alignment. Once you get the alignment, then you start putting bolts in. And it's gonna be the same thing for this side to this side. But make sure everything is lined up. First one's going in. Just 3 of them. So now that I got this side on, remember, grommet. Take your little push pins out. Seat all your clips in, and then push back towards the rear of the bike. Pop pin first, or push pin first. Boom. Got to get this piece. Take this off, put it on. 4 points of contact that go in. Go down like a diving bird. Get the first 2 in. And you can see the other 2. Get the other 2 in. And once you get it right here, push down right here and then push forward at the same time. Like that. And once it's done, put your bolts in. Take your seat, put it on. And if you're not going back into here, then you can easily just take this seat, put your 2 bolts in. But I got one more piece, and that's for the tank. And the tank, just get one side in, push down, line your bolts up, and again, drill out those holes, and then install. Bring it tight, boom. First thing we're gonna do is basically swap all the parts over. We're gonna put the new heat shield on. We're gonna take the side markers out with 3 bolts. We're not gonna use this part, and then we're gonna use this clip, transfer that over to the new ones on both sides. And we got the rib nuts in, the weld nuts, and we're gonna install those as well. Push the line through this bone piece. And then just basically put it like this. So lightly. Look at that fitment. Look at that fitment, baby. You know, you got a small gap right here, but you don't got that small gap, but it's all good. No gaps anywhere else. So yeah, it's a way better fitment than the last fairings I got. Take this clip off and put on another one. That pops right in, and then now we can do the heat shield. All right, so for the heat shield, it kind of sucks that my kit did not come with the heat shield already in it, so I had to buy another one. So I bought this one off of Amazon. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line it up to this edge, and then I'm gonna remember this section right here, and basically that's how I'm gonna cut it. Take the corner, find the corner. That's not straight, but whatever. Good job. There you have it. So now it's basically rinse and repeat for the other side. And if you want to put the canister on, you can. I'm gonna just put it on anyways because, you know, it's there. I'm just not gonna fully connect it all the way. And this one's the same piece, same thing. 3 screws that you have to re-drill the holes, and then basically just put it on. This goes to the front of the bike, this goes to the back, and it basically just slides in like that and then clips in. And there you have it. That charcoal canister secured, marker light secured, heat shield on, and then replacement of this little, basically your clip. But I might have to take this canister off to get that bolted if I can't get it by hand for when I do the headlights. After this part, it's just the same thing to the other side. For the driver's side, when you put this piece on, you need a 10mm socket for these 2 bolts in order to get to this screw that has to go on. And there you have it. Side marker light. I'm just call this the servo. I know that's not what it's called, but I'm just call it the servo with the 3 screws, the little retainer clip, and then the heat shield. All right, guys. So we're moving to the front cowl. So you got your intake, and then you have your front cowl, or your nose, if you will. So the thing that kind of scares me with this is that they're never perfect. Like, you can get it to line up here, you can get it to line in right there. You gotta drill these holes out for the mirrors. But in our case, we're gonna get mirror block offs to put right there. So like, that's a perfect fit. But then when you put the OEM one on it, and we get them in place, it's a perfect fit in some areas. Like right here is a gap. It's not bad, but it's noticeable for me because I know what to look for. So for the OEM one, you know, just take the 2 bolts here, and then there's one that goes here, but I have it laying around somewhere. So I'm gonna do that and then swap everything over, and I'm gonna do a test fit. And so far all we needed was a Phillips head and a 10mm. As I stated in my last video, you just take those 3 bolts out, and then the ones on the cowl or the windscreen, and you can take it into 2 pieces. Remember guys, go slow with this portion when you gotta drill these holes. If you over drill your holes, you're gonna have to get some plastic weld or JB weld or whatever you want to call it. Or plastic JB weld. Alright, so now that we got it mocked up, check it out. Alright guys, so I'm not going to be able to give you a wide shot, but here's the driver's side, passenger side all done. So we're just going to do them one by one. And like I said, the same thing you do with one side, you do to the other side. So it's just 2 bolts, one here and one up here, and it all slides in. So the part where the fairing's supposed to clip in, we might have to get stretched out just a little bit, but we'll see. So basically, you got a notch here, and then your 2 bolts with a notch in between them. And then you just notch, bolt, notch, bolt. Alright guys, so got that one in, got that one in. So now, only thing left to do is to get this side, driver's side, put the headlight in. Oh, and I had to take this bolt back out because the headlight needs that bolt. And yeah, so that bolt and then those 2 bolts for the headlights. And then we should be golden. Alright guys, so we're just going to do a little edit magic. 3, 2, 1. This piece was a headache. No, this piece was a headache. But we got it on. So now, all we gotta do is put the headlight on with the bolt that goes here, bolt that goes here, and bolt that goes here. And put these 2 bolts in. That way this will hold the side fairings in, and I'll show you afterwards. I put the bolt in right here and the bolt in on the other side. So that way it keeps these 2 side pieces from flapping. Now I gotta focus on putting the bolt in here and the bolts in here for these 2 sides. Now you got a few gap issues. right here at the bottom, and there's a little bit up here in the brows, but other than that, I mean, it works. So that's all I can pray for. Oh, hold up. Almost forgot. Make sure you take it. That key one. So once you get it on, now those 4 bolts that I put right here, I can put those back in to hold it down up here. Then I can put my bolts in right here on the side to hold this side. That way it keeps the weight off these 4 bolts, and it can actually like level out. So all these bolts like this, that there's one over here, right here, and one on the other side, and then one lower down. You want this piece right here, if it'll focus, this, I guess you would call it like a sleeve or a shaft. You want the fairing to sit on this piece, and the flat part pushes it in. Because if you push it in with this side, then it's basically gonna crack your fairing. This one is basically the same thing on both sides. It's the lower cowl. So this is actually 2 pieces, but I already have the screws in them. So basically, you just clip these in first, like this, and then drop it down. Then you put these 2 bolts in, and then this bolt back here, and that's how you put the rear or the lower cowls on. This goes into the hole. Then you use the Allen key, the 5/32 Allen key, to cinch this piece down, which widens this side, and then it basically stays in. All right, so this triangle piece, I didn't show y'all this piece in the uninstall video or removal. So basically, this piece goes inside here. It has a pop clip right here at the bottom that's under here, and then you have a screw right here that's down here, and then you have your hooks up here. It's a tight fit. And this is the issue I have with the other one, with it being so tight. But alright guys, so the thing I have left is to button up all the harnesses, plug in all your connections, and then put these covers on here and the liner that's on the lower section. So now the top part is ready for the piece that goes here on both sides, so that the top layer, and then you'll be able to put the side layer in. So now it's a fairing nightmare. So these are your inside liners for the fairing. And basically you just take it like this and pull it back. It's already going to be together like this, and then I'm going to put these two in right here and then this one in just to hold it up. That way the three on the sides can just go fall in place. But this part is the hard part. So 3 push pins on the passenger side, 2 on the driver's side, and 2 below. Now it's time to put these pieces on. So I got a grommet that goes on the cowl right here, the grommet that goes here, and a grommet that goes right here, or well nuts. The front cowl, mid cowl or main cowl, and then this secondary piece that basically protects all your wiring. If I got a drill. Nope. I could push that one in there, but I don't want to snap that part of the fairing. That one. Remember guys, little by little. Boom. One's in. You're gonna start going this way first. Pinch. Line this one up. For 5-30 seconds. So yeah, see, like these notches are not even, they're not even close right here. You see, look, you see these notches? They're not even close. That's one notch. And the other notch is way up here, but that gap is supposed to be all the way back here. All right guys, so I'm gonna just get them on and worry about it later, because I am gonna have to drill these holes out, or drill it out just a little bit, but just to get them on for now. Alright guys, so next thing on the list is these side fairings right here. Basically with these, you're just going to take the foam pads out. Alright, so now that we got that foam piece off, they're just going to put the other one in its place. So that's one. And I bought a pack of Velcros here. It's a pack of 8. So basically, instead of taking the ones that are on the bike off, I just basically just sized it up, cut them. So I'll just cut those up into smaller pieces and probably put them here, here, here in the back, or maybe up here, just to hold this down. Lock the front end first. Get everything in place. We still got some fitment issues up front. Yeah. Only thing left to do is put this front bolt in. So now we're just gonna put this one. So the white one with the clear one, because the black one doesn't really look good. It's aggressive, but it kind of looks like a mohawk, but she wants to go with the original one. So I'm gonna show you how to put it on, and then everything else should be done. Two. Oh, got it. Had to put some pressure on it so it can grab it. But so we're just gonna screw straight through it. All right, guys. So I got the mirrors on, and I got the push pins installed. So now everything's all complete. As you can see, can't really tell, but the line is not that great, but the push pins are all in there. So those aren't the ones that came with the bike. So for my push pins, I went to O'Reilly's, and the push pins are 15/64 and a quarter. For the mirrors, I had to re-drill some of these holes, line it up, and I went and used the original bolt that I have because I only have 3 of them. I took the thread count. It's a 6 mil, 125 millimeters, and this is a 10 millimeter. So yeah, I got them on. It's like, I don't like that it's gold, but I'll probably just paint them black. But it's on there. So we got the mirrors, the whole fairing, all the way to the rear, front cowl, and the inside liner, as well as the upper portions. Everything's in it.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope this video was very informational. It took about 3 weeks to get the video out. Well, 2.5, almost 3 weeks to get the video out. But as you can see, it's a long video. It's very detailed. There's some things that I don't like about the fairing. There's some things that I wish I could have done differently. But that's gonna be another video. But until then, I'll see y'all in the next video. It's zx6r out. Peace.